Happy Monday, everyone. It's Leah, Ryan, and Loft Manager Richard from the Pioneer Racing Pigeon Club of Ontario and the Pioneer One Loft Race here with your Monday night family show where we talk anything and everything to do with pigeons. I'm going to check to make sure we're live on Facebook and YouTube and send it over to you, Ryan. Go ahead.
Oh boy, this is going to be quite a night tonight. We got the microphones going. We don't know what's working and what's not working.
Boy, you're real loud.
Oh, I'm loud, and
You're
all right. Just don't worry about that.
Oh, that's perfect.
That's perfect. Let it come to you guys. Welcome and tuned in, and you know what? We just want to say welcome. It's Monday, and I don't even know why we do family shows on Monday. It's like, what is it the right way to start the week or the wrong way? But hell, forget all of that stuff.
I believe it was yesterday we had a show on with the rain, wasn't it? Holy mackerel.
What a rainy day, eh?
That was.
You gotta appreciate Mother Nature, the power that she has.
And believe it or not, we brought in there was 3 lofts to bring in. And the guys upstairs, they were like, like we have the chutes open. Because we don't like them going from one chute to the other. And those birds up there, they got caught in that rain. It was like unbelievable.
Hey, Ricky, you can't just start the show like that. We've almost hit 6,000 subscribers. Congratulations. We hit over 5,500. We're on our way to 6,000. Guys, you see those little things in the bottom of the screen there, the family show. You see Ricky and myself. I am always the better looking one. But please like, share, and subscribe. Hit that subscribe link. Subscribe. And if you're not subscribed, I'm still going to be your friend, but I need you to subscribe. And if I see you and you say you are officially subscribed and you can show me, I'm going to have a drink with you. That's it. Back to Leah. Leah.
Okay, the comments aren't coming through on the program, so I will say good evening to everybody who has tuned in. David Tracy, Mike Green, Les Gerard, hello. Welcome to the show. Hopefully my comments will come back up on the screen so I can show them all. But not to fear, I will be monitoring the comments. So if you have a question, put them in the comments and we'll ask Loft Manager Richard or Loft Manager Ryan. I'm going to try and fix the comments, Ryan. I'm not sure why they're not showing up, so go ahead.
Well, we've had a lot of rain, and I think sometimes the rain does this because even today on our mics and stuff, it just you seem like you're 45 miles away, and really you're not. You're just down the road a few miles.
Well, so you're sounding like you're like in a drum or something. It's like very like.
It's a new sound effect to the show. We're hoping that the people on the show are going to enjoy that.
Well, hopefully everybody can hear us okay. If you guys can hear us okay, please put it in the comments because it's most important that the audience can hear us. So hopefully everybody can hear us. Let us know in the comments while I try to fix the comments from showing up. What do you want to talk about first, Ryan?
Birds are flying really, really good. Really starting to they're starting to really tighten up big time. Droppings look phenomenal. I sent Leah some photos today. You guys may have seen a little video that Leah popped up there today of Jeffrey fighting another pigeon on the hot tub lid, trying to get into the feed bucket. That tells you you're getting the health right on. They're motivated. They're feeling better and better, and we're still a far ways away from perfection.
Well, you can see that actually when they're flying. I'm going to take my hands with one group. Like I'm looking in the camera, I get kind of a little bit fouled up. But then we have a group of probably 150 birds. And then we get another
Not sure what happened there, guys. Let's see if we can get them back on the camera.
Okay.
There we go.
Got
a little cutout there. Okay, there we go. Comments are up.
About 150 birds flying. And then we have another 125 birds that are out here. Watch my hands.
Okay.
And then this group, and they amalgamate so nicely and so crisply. It's unbelievable. And that's where you see condition. You don't get 150 birds flying here. These guys come in and they try to amalgamate, and then they go like that. That is not coming into any kind of, I should say, I don't say what do you call it? Condition. I say it's when they split, it's not the loft form coming in.
I think that time that you took on that was tremendous, and the hand gestures.
Oh, geez, thank you, Ryan. Thank you.
Beautiful.
But
beautiful.
if I can, you know,
You want to add
I'm
to this? Do
explaining
you want
this.
to add? Like, wait, when you did it with your fingers, when you did it with your fingers, why weren't you going like this a bit?
No, but you can see it if you recognize that in the sky.
Was it kind of like Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds?
I don't even know if you're talking about
the great song from the Beatles. Hold on, we got Wawa's going nuts. They're getting crazy over Heather's baked beans, Leah.
All right.
Heather's baked beans. Are we going to do the taste test now? You guys, it's all done and ready and made and.
What's kind of low now?
You don't have to tell me it's low. Play with your thing. I can't use your ears for you, my friend. Sorry about that. Yes, we're gonna get them suited up. Whenever you like me to do some scooping, I can scoop away, Leah. But it's up to you. You're the broadcaster on this.
But all I was saying is, you can see the birds when they amalgamate in the sky. They break up into a couple groups, and then they come back, and they just boom. They just feather into each other. That shows you. It's positive, very nice, right?
I like that.
Yeah, and it's the same as when you're feeding your birds, and it's time to feed, and the birds, they're all eating. You don't hear any cooing, any fighting. It's like, remember my mother. When she put the food on the table, we start eating. And if my brother, started yapping and talking, that guy should go to his bedroom. He wasn't hungry enough. My mother used to say, shut your mouth and eat. If you don't want to shut your mouth, go to your bedroom.
But you don't do that. We eat. Me and Mom eat. We eat. You're there sitting there.
No. What I'm saying is, in a visual thing, what do you call it? When the birds are eating, it should be no discussion. The loft should be eating. Everyone eating. When they're finished, they go for a couple drinks. Now you see Joe Blow up on the top. He's starting to communicate. Guess what? Take the feed away.
There you go. On that note, guys, if you have questions, put them in the comments, and Ryan, Richard, or somebody in the audience will be happy to answer them for you. All right. On that note, what do you want to talk about next?
Oh, it seems like the levels of we're off our game today. I can tell. It's almost like some of us have got the squirts in here. I don't know. I had a lot of baked beans today. I've enjoyed them. Frank had the baked beans. He came over. He tried some baked beans, but you haven't tried any. I tried them when they were raw, when the dish hasn't been cooked, and I tried one mouthful when I gave them to Frank. Now Heather is a national, international, state, southern state, national state, the northern states, all put together champion of Idaho in baked bean competition. We made these baked beans this morning around 9, and we're going to try them now.
Should these beans sit for 1 or 2 days before we eat them?
I think we can just go ahead and eat them now. What are we talking about?
Thing.
Heather Green's award-winning baked beans. If you guys watched this morning, you'll see that Ryan cooked them this morning. We're going to do the big taste test now and see if Ricky likes it. Thank you to Heather for sharing that amazing recipe with us. We had a lot of fun with it this morning. There you go. Maybe we should show everybody how they turned out, the finished product. Oh, Ryan can't hear me.
Don't throw that bread like that, man. Okay, so Heather.
Don't eat the beans yet.
First of all, I want to say to Heather, thank you for sending me the $20.
Maybe we should see the finished product there, Ryan. What it looks
Oh
like
man,
finished.
they look good.
Show it in the. There you go.
These
Oh,
things,
they look good.
these look.
Let Leah finish talking, please. Listen, don't over talk people. Every time you do it, slow down. We're here all night.
They look great.
Go
Thanks
ahead,
to
Richard.
Heather.
What did you want to say?
Sharing the recipe. Go ahead. You guys go ahead. I'll be right back. I just gotta go to the back.
So number 2, she's dropping in number 2. What do you want to say about the beans?
Heather, I look at them. They're sparkling. Very, very nice from what I can see. Now, should I actually try and eat them?
Well, you're such a connoisseur on looking and touching. It's like kind of, guys, it's kind of like this. When the beans fell into the pot, right? Look.
Well, like
They amalgamated, right? They amalgamated into your pot.
So, you want my opinion? I think they're very nice. I can see the sparkle on them. Like there's some kind of sparkle. So now I'm going to try them.
Do you want to have it with a piece of bread, or are you going to try it au naturel first?
Bread. I don't ever taste with bread.
Okay.
David Tracy says, I put sulfur powder out for the birds yesterday and can't believe they have been picking through it. Good job, David.
We didn't lie to you, David. They like the sulfur powder. Again, same with those pink minerals you see me. The buyer sells it, Nairobi sells it,
Okay.
First Salada sells it. Just hold on. Natural sells it. Those pink minerals, I like putting them out in the loft. That's great. But it's such a light powder. It floats through the air. I like putting a bit of oil and getting it on the feed. I think it gets into the birds better. That's just my opinion on that.
That's my opinion as well.
No.
Even if you don't mind me saying,
Yeah, go ahead.
even if you put them like the pink mineral into a pod
A galley pod.
in the
yeah.
loft,
Right.
still when the birds fly down, powder goes up.
Right.
Yeah. So I think you're better off to put that on the feed with your oil,
Mm-hmm.
right? I took them off the peanut oil because there's not enough mega oil. What do you call it? Mega oil.
Omega-3 oil.
Yeah, on that. So I took them off that. Oh, this sounds like it's too loud here. And it's good.
You know, we switched to some canola oil. You can use, guys, canola oil, peanut oil, hemp oil, olive oil, avocado oil. Use it. It's fine. You can rotate them around. It's okay. Put it on your feed. Again, I'm going down to the milk powder. The milk powder I'm going on tomorrow. I'm going to go down back and forth with the minerals. You want to say something? Let it out.
I'm going to say one thing.
Go ahead.
Ryan's eating bread with butter, but this, I'm going to say one thing.
Let it out. Mm-hmm.
This is absolutely very, very nice.
Nice, isn't it?
I don't need bread and butter. This is like,
It's a
man.
It's nice. You know what? It's not a spicy baked bean.
Oh,
It's a sweet, a little bit of saltiness, which is good. It handled the bacon really well.
now I see you put in some. What was it? You put some dry beans in there or something? Some. What are those beans?
Kidney beans.
Kidney beans. They're very dry. But this, and I don't need. I'm not even touching this.
It tastes even better with the bread. I'm just saying.
Well, even better.
I'm
No,
telling
you got to ask.
I love it. I would make this again in a heartbeat. And I you know what? I like spicy things. Something like this, I don't need spice with it. It's a perfect side
Not
dish.
spicy.
It's a perfect side
I
dish.
could eat a whole pail of this stuff. I'm telling you, this is very, very nice. And if you say this is going to make it better,
Mm-hmm. Try it. Okay. Have a nice big piece of bread and take a big lump of beans. Drive it in. That smooth creaminess of the bread, and cheap bread is even better.
Mm.
You know what I like? This is called what you call comfort food.
Oh,
Isn't it nice? You get the creamy, you get the richness. It's almost like eating a dinner cake. Like, you know, it's got it all. And our
okay, so
Heather Green crushed it.
Heather made this, like, she made a,
Yeah, this is her recipe. She's Miss Idaho in baked beans. Nobody can touch her in the baked bean category. I don't know.
Mike Verdiak wants to know, how do the beans compare to the Mont Laurier poutine? Ryan, I'll be right back.
Beans to poutine. Well, I'm going to say something. Fries are fries. Cheese and fries are cheese and fries. I would put this on fries. I would. I could put this on fries.
I actually looked at this because Ryan was, you know, he was having some beforehand and he was eating. I looked at it. I said, man, I said, that looks way too dry.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, you have to add something in there. I don't know, red wine. Looks too dry. Looks. But now I'm eating it.
Good.
It's, very nice. 100%. Take a look.
Good
This
job.
is just like, what you say, like a dessert.
Yeah, and it's good with the bread. I recommend it with bread. Again, I can see why people want to put it with cornbread. You could put this with French fries. You could put this with pork chops. You could have applesauce on the side.
Mm.
Nice dish. Simple, easy. You know what? I didn't get stressed out making it.
Yeah, but how is it for like a normal family to make this?
Well, Heather's got.
This is like a big deal.
Do you know how many kids Heather and Mike Green have? You didn't even know that.
I'm just saying, for a normal family to make this is a lot of work. You got to get the bacon. You got to get this, the other beans, these beans. You know,
she went to the store like every day. She goes to, you know, you go to the grocery store. Like, you go to the grocery store. Is it hard to get milk and stuff? No, you just do it. You put it together. But
these are so good.
Yeah.
When I looked at it, looked like I said, "Oh man, this is going to be dry." This is perfect.
And I will say something. I adjusted the recipe. I made it smaller, a smaller batch.
Mm-hmm.
If you follow it, you want to make a big batch of it, take it to an event. The people will like it.
Oh.
If you not dumb it down, but shrinking it a bit, make your adjustments.
Shrinking it or shrunk it?
Shrink it.
Shrinker?
Still tastes absolutely awesome.
Mm.
This is a home run in my book.
Real good.
Would I make this for a party? Yes. If I had to bring one type of a dish and I had the open floor, I'd put this on a plate, no problem.
Even
and you know what? I would bring a whole loaf of bread butter. Say, drop it on the table. Bon appetit.
Well, Heather Green and your baked beans, they are a hit. Round of applause for Heather.
Oh, honest to God.
Her famous beans. Well done. Good job.
We're not making her feel
what's
good.
up next?
It's real hard, Leah. I don't know. I'm going to get Q-tips this week and check out his ears. You got to listen for Leah, okay? Because you're talking over her when she's talking. I'm just letting you know.
I can't talk any louder because then people say that I'm too loud. So I'm just talking my normal voice.
All right. So, Pioneer Master Breeder Auction is running right now. It's like dealing with a toddler. Stop moving so much. Master Breeder Auction is running now. Bids are coming in. The dog's snoring with her nose because she wants the food. That's gonna all of a sudden.
Wait,
Ricky
I don't know if Heather's listening.
Oh,
With Chihuahua on the floor.
she's in love with the beans.
Listen.
Do you hear?
Listen.
Can you hear her snorting, Leah?
Listen.
Yeah, I can hear. She
You
wants
know what,
it.
guys? Forget it. If Ricky and myself thought these beans sucked, I'm going to tell you, little Sydney.
Listen to Sydney.
She's cross-eyed, four-eyed, beautiful-eyed. She's got little knobbly legs.
Listen.
You know what she's saying about Heather's beans?
Just listen to her.
She's in
No,
love.
listen.
Absolutely tremendous.
Listen.
All right,
What do you think, Sid?
Leah's got some questions there. Can we just let Leah say it? Okay, we don't have to keep talking about it.
Okay, FC Pigeon Guy says, Ryan, to meet your taste for spiciness, add some spicy Italian sausage. His wife makes some that way, and he likes them. So, spicy sausage, you want to spice up your means. David Tracy says, way to go, Heather. Absolutely. Mike Vandiak, it would nice to see people that can't breed and enter their own pigeons to get a chance at the auction birds. Absolutely. The auction birds are for everyone, whether you're a competitor or you'd like to be a competitor, whether you have pigeons or you don't have pigeons. We're just excited to see all the birds have bids on them, and that makes us feel good that you guys are looking to support these birds. So that's awesome. Sydney's in love with the beans. Why don't you give her the bowl to like their
Give her the
dad or
bowl so
something?
she stops doing that. Here, give her my bowl too. Come on, guys. There you go. Bowls are
Both bowls were empty, by the way. Both bowls were empty. So good job on there. Yeah, Pioneer Master Breeder Auction open now at feathersleypigeonauctions.com or FIPA.ca. We've got 12 participants ready to be activated by one of you guys. This auction closes on Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. I think last week, Ryan, we didn't have Goldie from Ian Sybil to show, but we do have Goldie there now if we wanted to show.
Yeah, Richard's going to go out there now and grab Goldie. Grab the bird in the basket first, please, Richard. Ladies and gentlemen, this pigeon was the last one entered in, and this pigeon's already, I can tell it's been out training because it was gone for maybe a week, and then it come back. Bred by Ian Sybil. Ian's got a fantastic family of pigeons. Very, very well, doing very well in our one laugh race, particularly. He's done fantastic the last 2 seasons. Top performances, made it from start to finish. He only puts normally in 1 team of birds, a 5-bird team. That's what he does. And he makes it to the finals every year. He wins money throughout the races. And then he has either the average speed winner, first, second, or third, or the champion points, first, second, or third. And he's done that both years. Super family of pigeons. I asked Ian, I said, Ian, you've done this so many times. Now, can we get a bird? And he gave 2 birds. He's got 1 left. And he's not a pedigree guy. He says, I'm not into selling pigeons. I don't want to give a pedigree, which is a shame because I know this pigeon is super. It feels super. It looks super. It's got that racy look. It pulled a few feathers off its chest, like it ran a tree branch or something. But the quality in this pigeon is second to none. And ladies and gentlemen, out of all the birds in the sale, yes, the ones from Lochmander, Richard, and Gallo, and all the birds, they look great. Yes, this man, Ian Sybil himself from Niagara Falls, and Mike Vanderyak will tell you the honest to God's truth. This man knows how to raise pigeons. He's done it 2 years in a row. I got a good feeling. I'm not flying his birds this year. I gave them all to Ricky. So it's out of my control. But if I was flying them again, he'd be in the money. Pass me the bird, please. Just
before we get to look at Goldie.
Gone for how long?
Sorry, I'll wait for him until he gets his headphones on.
You got to remember, when you're talking, you don't have your headphones on. Leah's talking, so you cut Leah off again. So what I need you to do, it's like we're in a classroom. Listen and play along. See, when I take these off and I start talking, I can't hear what Leah's saying.
Tutorial after. Thank you, Ryan. Les Gerard, I have some good news. Taking over a new pigeon loft next week. Les Gerard, that's awesome. Make sure you take a photo so we can see and share it with the Pioneer Fam Jam. That's well done. David Tracy has a question. Have you ever given your birds those cakes of suet? I did years ago, and my birds love them. Do you think it's good or bad to give it to them?
If your birds like it, you can give it to them. Your birds are telling you they enjoy it. I don't think it hurts them. I don't know. What do you think?
What, suet? Mm-hmm. That's oil for the body.
Okay.
Very good. Very good for the birds.
Would you give it to them?
Very good. Yes. Yes. It's like bacon drippings. That's the same thing, right?
That is Goldie. Heather says, I try to make goods that my small army
Excuse me.
will make a lot to feed my army. Well, speaking of your army, I wanted to just show everybody because you sent a nice picture of your army. There we go. There's the Greens little army. Lots of little mouths to feed. That's awesome, Heather.
Very
Thank you for
nice.
sharing that with us. Very nice for Mike and Heather. A nice little family there. All right, Goldie, Ryan, from Ian Sybil, available now for activation. FeathersLeePigeonAuctions.com, available in the Master Breeder auction. A very nice little hen. Yes, hen.
Yeah. Blue white flight hen. Beautiful. She kicked 2 flights. She's on her 3rd. Super nice, buoyant, good muscle, getting stronger by the day. You feel here a little bit, she lost a few feathers, but she's not bruised at all underneath, which is good.
She was out for what, 2 weeks?
About
2 weeks. My famous Kenora hen, long lock hen, she was out for 3 weeks. And I brought, she came back after 3 weeks as a young bird. I rested her for, about 10 days or so, started training her, and bang, put her right into 221 miles. She won me at that time $221 in the pouring rain, came right through. So this bird here has a super education on survival. And a lot of times they give up and they go into someone else's loft, or they become barn plugs, street pigeons. But this bird decided, I'm coming back here. And now she has something really going for her. Now, we just have to watch how hard she gets trained. But we're into, how long has she been back now, Ryan?
Well, I'm going to interrupt you on that one. She's going to train. She's got a top perch. I picked her up from the same perch. She's been here now for about a week and a half.
That's what I'm asking you. How long has she been back?
She's going to play the game like everyone else. And pigeons that do come home late, they get pulled off to the side.
And she's going to go only short, but 3 miles.
There's no pigeons are getting special put to the side treatment.
But she's going with a lot. She's going to go short.
She's going to play.
Short.
She's going to play.
It's not like she's trying to catch up.
I have to watch how you say things, because you got somebody like Mike, for instance. I'm going to use Mike Vanderyak.
Oh, yeah?
And I don't want him thinking that we're going to give Ian's bird
preferential treatment. Oh, she's going with the group. She's going to go to the first 3 miler. Then she's going to go to the 5 miler. Maybe
just
or whatever.
Don't worry about it.
You're gonna go short with the
get
group.
your birds ready for the basketing, and we'll tell you where we're going. You're just following along. Just remember, you're going to be a little bit behind me every time, but you'll be there. Back to you, Leah.
Goldie is available at the Pioneer Master Breeder auction, again closing on Sunday, 2 p.m. Eastern Time. I want to thank Ian Sybil for donating Goldie to the Pioneer auction.
She's a gorgeous hen.
Sure is. Guys, if you have any questions, let us know in the comments. Thank you, Ian.
Super, Ian. Good job. This bird is worth every penny. This should be one of the highest birds in the sale right now. I don't know where it is in the sale, at what point, where it's at, but it's super.
If you guys have questions about any of the auction birds, or you want me to pull any of them up, or you have any questions about how it works, let us know in the comments. Ryan, what do we got planned for tomorrow at the Pioneer Village?
Tomorrow I'm working on the transporter baskets for training, getting that set up. We got 3 transporter baskets we're going to use. We're going to divide the birds when we start training into 3 groups. So we're going to have the Twisted Sisters, Ricky's, and mine. So 3 different liberations to start, and all the birds will go up on when they graduate, they all go up together. So that's what I'm working on tomorrow. I'm getting the baskets ready for training. I'm going to, I would say probably Wednesday or Thursday, we'll do a basketing and let them sit in the basket for a bit. I'll probably do that 2 times before we start training. And then starting next Monday, again, they're going to do their loft flying in the morning. They're going to come in. They're all going to get basketed. Now, hey, if the odd bird sits out, stays out, no big deal. I'm not worried. They'll get on the system. Again, we're going to change the system a little bit, right? They go out in the morning. They come in at noon. They get basketed. They go down the road early part, mid-afternoon. For the first 5 training flights, we're only 2 miles, 2.5 miles. I'm not worried at what time of day we train them. Please, I don't need any excuses to say, you gotta train them at 7 in the morning.
What are you talking now? I can't
Well,
hear.
you know, the people say I gotta train them at 7 in the morning. You know that shit, that bullshit statement that makes no sense to me. Yeah, I know.
Wait, my only question is, these people that make those statements, I'm going to ask, who are you?
Doesn't matter who they are.
Done.
I'm
just saying, who are you?
I don't know. You want me to tell you who they are? You ready? That's all it is. It's just noise.
I'm just saying,
It's
who are
noise.
you? Who are you?
Noise. You know what? I'm going to tell you. Pele, he started with a goddamn coconut. He started with a coconut.
What kind of coconut?
Goddamn.
Where did you buy them?
I don't know. Here, put this one outside before Leah says something and you overtalk her. Go on. Come on. Pop. Go ahead. Here you go. This is your bird, not mine.
Mike Green says he doesn't think we can go wrong with any of the birds in the sale. Absolutely. I don't think you can go wrong with any of the birds that are in the lofts. They've survived, they've made it. It's been 12 long weeks and they've made it this far, and now the fun begins.
And I give a lot of credit to this bird. It was gone for a couple weeks and it came back. Where has it been for 2 weeks? Surviving, and mentally, this bird decided to come back. This bird has dedicated its heart to here. Now, with our proper feeding, and it's a week or so away from training. It's been back, what, a week or so?
I don't know.
Yeah, right?
I have to look
so this bird is going to get into the gentle part of training. Gentle part means
we know.
First toss, 2 miles, 3 miles. Very gentle, very gentle. Right?
The bird's going to ride the bike with everyone else, right?
Well, that's what I'm saying.
We're starting everyone off real gentle. The first 15 tosses are real gentle. Real simple, the first 15.
Well, that's what I'm saying. She's not going to get, for example, when my Kenora hen came back, I was already into the 3rd week of racing. So basically, I sort of, for 1 week, just kind of took it easy for her. And then I just plunked her in with the other group. That was very hard. This bird is getting back into the beginning. So for this bird, this is going to be a piece of cake.
Right. And again, everything boils down to the pigeon itself, right? We can give it a pat on the bum and sprinkles on it. Still has to do it. And it's going to have a nice, easy go getting into it with everyone else. And the bird's doing great. It feels like $1 million. So it's not going to be like the Kenora hen, and it will never be judged as the Kenora hen. So you don't have to worry. It could have a better shot, though. Back to you, Leah.
Michael Peeler wants to know how far the duck pond is. I'll put up the boot camp schedule here, or the boot camp, not schedule, you know what I mean. Track? How do you say it?
It's about just over 2.5 miles.
There we go. Duck farm, 2 miles. The racetrack, 10 miles. The rock, 21 miles. The water crosser, 50 miles. And the last stop, 80 miles. Those are our 5 hotspot training. Training starts next week, where we start off at the duck farm and proceed throughout the month of August until we finish the last stop, 80 miles, before we start racing in September. So there you go.
Yeah, and we pretty much will go every day unless it's downpouring. But other than that, the first 10 days, it shouldn't be no problem with the short distances. Again, the birds might basket train every day for 3 or 4 hours before they go. Training will start in the afternoon, and as we get further out, we will slowly move them in towards the morning, and that's how we're going to do it. A little bit of both there, and yeah, follow along. Again, you guys are going to have the pick birds, which is great, and you guys are going to be able to play on all these birds. Every graduation, you guys have an opportunity not only to make money in the race, but to activate the birds for the pick birds. So what that means is, I see Henry Ratter or DeKine. Henry Ratter can go and buy DeKine's bird in the pick bird, or DeKine can go buy Henry's, or can go buy Warner Vale's, or he can buy all the birds if he wants. A lot of good things coming up. Just have to stay tuned.
Absolutely. Yep. Stay tuned. Lots of fun to be had. Matt, are you going to put that bird back? And Ryan, what do you want to talk about now? I'll be right back. Sorry. My stomach's not great right
This has
now.
been a hell of a rough night. We didn't
Sorry.
discuss, are these beans double ply or triple ply toilet paper? We're not sure. I'm feeling nauseous.
I feel very good.
Very good. You're not nauseous?
No.
Okay. Leah is nauseous. I'm feeling nauseous. Nancy, Nancy came in and she had the fish fillet sandwich that we got her yesterday at Wallace. She decided to save it and eat it at work today in front of the staff to show them the poor quality that they're putting out at the McDonald's Walmart. She did that today, so she'll be shitting through the eye of a needle anytime soon. And I almost think it's going to be a quick show tonight. I can just feel it. The energy is not in this room. And that's that. You're all over the board. You're dying to say something. What do you want to say? Hey, I didn't ask you, and this was rude of me. Last week, you put the bird.
I gotta turn this down. Okay, go ahead.
Last week.
Oh, perfect.
Okay. Should have never showed you this because how come you tell everybody what you're gonna? I got to turn it up. Wait, hold on. You got to turn it down. Just do it. You don't have to tell us. We don't need to know. What did you think of the birds that you handled last week for the auction? We didn't get your opinion.
Very nice. Some of them, they needed a little more like muscle tone, but that will come.
Oh yeah, sure. But overall,
they're very, very nice. They've bounced back from what we had, I'd say 10 days ago to now. It's incredible.
Remarkable.
And I have to say it's, excuse me, breaking through a flu sickness and also that age time. I noticed the tails, most of them are 3/4 of the way, almost finished the tail growth. And once they're finished that tail growth, you will see the development is going to be incredible. The strength, everything's going to be incredible. You got them right now about halfway, some of them halfway through that tail growth. Once that finishes, it's going to be incredible. You're going to see the blossom is going to be totally incredible.
Oh, sure.
Right, and we're getting there.
We're
They're about I'd say halfway to 3/4 of the way through the tail growth. That means molt through the tail. And once that's done, it's going to be incredible.
And one other thing before Leah chimes in about the Henry question, and we'll answer that in a second. Henry, just hold off. Ricky says how the birds come together and this and that. If you look anything past before, I would say this last Friday that went by, if you watch the birds loft fly, they're flying. They look like they're a little bit heavy. They're out of balance. They're out of sync. But when you watch them now and they have that curved look and they're starting to stroke out, they're getting into ranging, rambling. They're racing through the sky. They're moving back and forth. They're not just law flying, constantly looking, can I get in the tree? Can I get in the tree? Can I get in the tree? They're not looking like that. Or can I land on the roof? Can I land on the roof? They're not doing that now. And this is why we're going to tell you, yes, they may come from the duck farm on the second time like gangbuster. They will be there 5 times. Don't ask me, well, oh, they're coming, great. Let's move on.
Just let me
Taking
speak.
our, okay.
What we're trying to get is confidence.
That's right.
Confidence. And we just don't look at one time coming. We want total confidence. And we see the birds loft flying. And if one group goes here, like I said, and one group goes here, and they come in and they don't smash, there's no confidence. But when they come and amalgamate and they unite like this, tight, unite, right, that's confidence. And you see the tight wing, and that's confidence. And you have to see that. If you can't see it, right, you don't have confidence.
Right. And you know, it's a fun thing. You talk to Derek Walsh. He's Derek. He's a national sprint champion in Ireland. He says, Ryan, there's no big deal with taking your young pigeons about 50 times to the 5-mile mark. And I says, oh yeah, it doesn't bother you. Dean Pallett's done it. Mark Codwell's done it. The English and the Irish seem to do it a little bit more. And he says, you know why? Confidence is built. It's great to build confidence. It's great to build confidence. But you know what confidence takes to build it? It takes work and time. Work and time. And you know what? If I had the birds for a year, a full season, a whole year, I'd love to. I don't mind going 5 miles a day for a whole month.
But if you don't mind me saying something, Ryan, I hope you don't. You can't get that condition by overfeeding the birds, by overdoing something. That all is, first of all, ground made. We go up, and that's where you get the performance. You can't take birds that you've not fed them properly and put them up. They don't work properly. You start to see that amalgamation of that chemistry that makes them go. Okay? You understand what I'm saying? You can't expect it. And you have to, it's almost like we had the nice beans from Heather. That's a chemistry. Putting this together, it makes that super taste. And you don't get that taste in pigeon flying until you put it together.
Now,
you know.
Now, I want a quick answer before we get to Henry's question here.
Right.
That was funny. Frank Eichhorn came over today, and he had some lunch, and he said, "Oh, can I see the mix you're feeding?" And I showed him the mix that we had put together. Right. That one special barrel. The new stuff we've added in.
Yeah.
He looked at me, and this will give you goosebumps. Good pigeon men and good pigeon men. What do you think of Dave Rogers? Super pigeon man in our area at the time?
He knew what he was doing.
He knew what he was doing. Hard guy to beat.
Yeah.
What did Frank say? You're feeding the Dave Rogers mix. Yeah, that's that good mix.
That's right.
I look at the mix, I put it together, that looks great. Boom, boom, boom. Everything works. Birds are liking it. We keep going. This isn't the final race mix. We're moving. We're going like this. We're building up a hill.
Well, these, I don't know if you showed the video of Henry's cockbird on the post there, trying to fight for the feed. What was Henry's bird name now? Jeffrey. Trying to fight another cockbird off of the covered feed pill. And this is like a competition. Did you show that video?
Well, Leah posted it up. Maybe Leah, right. I'm going to let Leah speak here for a second because there's the Henry question and maybe she has that video.
Okay.
I don't know. Leah?
I did post the video up on Facebook. I didn't know it was Jeffrey, so that's awesome. Way to go. Henry has a question. Speaking of Jeffrey, what happens if if one of Ryan's birds traps into Ricky's loft? Is the bird eliminated on race day?
No, no. It can happen. I mean, tonight I clocked all my birds about a half hour before yours, and I had two of your birds come actually into my loft. I just grabbed them and threw them out.
Well, you weren't feeling so well last week, and I trapped the birds in. I trapped them into your loft. Like I called your birds in first.
Yeah, I know.
I had 5 of mine
Yeah.
came into yours, like because they heard me there, they came in. So
I just throw them out. They don't get disqualified. Everything clocks on the pads equally, so we're not making a big hoopty jump out of it. It's all the same law. When it comes to that in the end, I'm not going to disqualify somebody for that.
I don't know if you have the video of Henry's bird and this cock were fighting to get into the feed bucket. And this is amazing. Jeffrey. I don't know if Leah has it.
You pretend you and me are. Look, there you are.
Okay, here we go. Look. Henry, be proud. Oh, they're fighting to get into the feed bucket.
Let them go. And guys, this is when you start to know you're starting to feel good, right?
Yeah.
On the hot tub, love it. We got the right beside there. We got the. Jeffrey lost the battle. Sorry, Jeffrey. Hey, Henry, you got to send something a bit tougher. We like Henry.
But
Michael
that's
Peebler
super. What do you call it?
Listen to Leah, please. She's talking.
Michael Peebler says, I think Jeffrey is the leader in the loft. Well, he certainly likes the camera, and now we see he's a fighter. Tracy says, go, Jeffrey, go. Go ahead, Dad.
Yeah, and that's just nice to see. You didn't see that 2 weeks ago, a week ago, and next week you're going to see more doing it.
Jeffrey, he liked to be with the camera. He liked to move around in the loft. He liked to be close, whatever. Now all of a sudden he wants to fight for the feed bin. Now he lost today, but now if he ends up with a girlfriend, he's going to even fight more. So you know what? You put one banana box in the middle of the floor, you're going to see Jeffrey is going to be in there.
Well, hey, this is called motivation. You have to see how it works. And guys, it doesn't mean Jeffrey's going to be the winner. He could be too crazy in his brain to not fire. With pigeons, it's funny. They have to have that enough motivation and enough control. That's why a lot of times in races you see a lot of hens that do well, because I think a hen can control itself a little more. Where you see those two cocks, they didn't give a shit where they were.
No, they were, and now we'll see. Jeffrey's looking for that he's going to do that again. He wants a challenge again, right?
Right,
and that guy there just happened to knock him off. Jeffrey put up a big fight. Henry.
We could get into betting those if we want.
Do you know who the other bird? Do you know who the other bird was? David Tracy is asking.
25 something.
No, it was so funny we said this, because we said, wonder which one will be here at the end.
There's
2545 from Jones Family Lost from Texas. So I don't know the name of the bird. I can look them up, but 2545 Jones Family Lost.
Ah, interesting. Henry says, with my luck, Jeffrey will hit a wire. He will not hit a wire, Henry. Come on now. Be positive. He will not hit a wire.
Henry, why would you say that? Let's give the damn bird some love. The thing's a star. Every time there's a camera on, he's there.
Him.
I mean, shit. It's going to be not fair if we put the camera on race day and the first bird's up Jeffrey. Everyone's going to say, oh, you like Henry. It's not Jeffrey. No, we don't want that.
No, he's shining, that guy. He's always friggin' there.
You know, it was so funny. We said today, and I said this before about winning birds.
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever see Jeffrey molt a feather since he's been here? Has he not always looked like a stud every day?
Actually, Ryan did ask me that question. he's never looked in a molt.
Never.
He's always like a perfect suit on all the time. Perfect suit. Now, where is he in the wing?
I don't
Did you
know.
ever pull his wing?
We have to look, but it's almost like Mother
We
Nature.
should go pull his wing right now.
Mother Nature. Well, if you want to go out and grab Jeffrey, go out. Go on out.
Yeah,
Nobody
let's
else
go
in-
get
wait,
Jeffrey.
Wait,
Go get Jeffrey. They want to see
what are you
Jeffrey.
trying to get me off the show?
Pretty much.
It's his moment. It's his moment to shine. Let's go get
Go
Jeffrey.
get him.
Mike Vandriak wants to know, speaking of wires, how is the drone?
It's on repair. They're fixing it again. $1,125. What do you think this is? This isn't just open heart surgery. This is drones, man. This is drones. Ricky, go grab Jeffrey.
It
You're
is
trying
in
to
the
get rid of
repair
me off
shop,
the camera.
Mike. It's in the repair shop, trying to repair it.
Yeah, that's what happens, Mike, when you are watching birds with your drone. You watch the birds trying to fly the drone, and you start going like this. Excuse me, right in the trees. Okay, so you want me to get Jeffrey? I'm sorry, sir, but Jeffrey does not want to be disturbed this evening.
Take your muffs off. Leah, it's back to the normal here. You ready? You and me. Let's fire it up.
Well, all right. I don't know, Ryan. What do you want to talk about? Shuffles there.
Shuffles and grabs the beer bottles and trinkles and trankles. He's gonna probably go urination. Hopefully, let the bean dust outside there.
Oh, Ryan, could you please change my diaper for me? Thank you.
No, guys, I'm real happy with these birds. When they originally came in, they were real smart. They had that dip, but happy to get rid of the dip, get through that, and now I think this group of birds is going to be as good, maybe even better than season 1. I know they're going to beat last year's group by a hand. I know it. I feel it. I got a good feeling on them.
Well, let's hope so. They haven't had the easiest go here the first little bit, but that's okay, right? We made it through.
Sure.
In one piece.
Fairly. Unscathed. Gently.
Kinda. Sorta.
Ooh, that hurt. Ooh. Hey, it was like Heather's beans. We didn't know how the shit was going to turn out. Look at Ricky. When this show's over, if I had the camera on Ricky, he'll be in it. He'll be just driving it in. That's what we love.
They were awesome beans. Well done. Heather, if you guys have an easy recipe you want Ryan to make next week, let us know. And Ryan will get the groceries and do the cooking. What do you want to do now? Look at auction birds? I don't know. Not too many people are asking questions tonight, Ryan. I'm struggling here, so I'm not quite sure. What did you want to talk about?
You know what? We're going to bring Jeffrey in. We're going to look at Jeffrey for a moment. And then we're going to wrap her up. Again, Leah, you and me, we're just two regular people. We put our pants on the same way, our shoes on, drink the same way. But if you people on the show, if you just sit there and watch it like this, look, and don't ask anything,
we had a question from Stephen Brown. He's probably sleeping right now because he is from Ireland. But he wanted to know, Ryan, how do you get the form, the conditioning on the birds, basket ready, so to speak? You know, when the undercarriage is nice and pink. How does that work? How do you get them to be like that?
I think first you got to get them into, well, obviously, you first got to get them into condition, right? You got to get them stretched out, ripped out like that. Then it's in using of the feed, like our buddy there, Mickey, or what was his name? Hi, my name is, what did we call him today? Marty. It's all in the feed. So, you're going to see they kind of go down to up. So you change the feed, you bring a lower feed in, then you build them back up. Now, with this race season, we're going to sort of condense the races. So we're going to sort of not bring them as far down. And I'm going to hope I can keep the form on it. Again, I'm going to like to use peanut, safflower, hemp seed, reindeer corn, barley, bird's yeast, Boost X5 or something along those lines. And then I have a few things I like to put in the water. And you know, if you're gonna ground and pound them, and I mean put them to work, you better give them the groceries. You know, I say people try and feed certain mixes. They feed a mix, you know, it looks good, and yeah, the birds are still hungry. Finish them off. Give them corn. Give them the gasoline. You want them to get up and go. You want them to work all day. Give them the gasoline. These pigeons here at night, I feed them until they're done eating. Corn, you know, feed the mix, feed the mix, feed the mix, feed the mix. They're done the mix. You start to leave a few things. Give them a little bit of corn, and when they start to leave that magical reindeer corn, I know they're done. Then I give them the water. If there's any little bits of feed on the floor, they have a nice little drink, and that's it. Right now they're eating once a day, but they're eating all they can eat. When they go outside, they can pick in the grass. We put the grit outside. We put the sulfur outside. We put the salt outside. Yes, wild birds get in it. The chickens get in it. The cats lick it. Yes, I need the guts to be goddamn steel. I don't want finger clean pigeons. Finger clean pigeons will not do this. I don't believe. And I think anybody that you fly against, they have finger clean pigeons. When it goes to shit for them, it goes bad. They need to have a little bit of grit to them.
So we're going to show Jeffrey there in a minute. Frank's got a question, and then Louie has a question. I'm going to ask both questions, Ryan, and then you guys can answer, and I'm just going to step away from the microphone for a minute. So Frank Eichhorn wants to know if Bluff Manager Richard got all his birds home from the toss. And Peter wants to know, are the replacement birds mixed in now with the rest of the birds or still trapping into the Twisted Sister loft? And then we have a question from Louie, but why don't you guys answer those two, and I will be right back.
I will do Peter's birds. Yeah, the Twisted Sister birds are the Twisted Sister. If you have the replacements in the Twisted Sister, that's what they play out of. Remember, what's great about the benzing is all the pads hook up. It runs under one clock. They're basically all on a line. There's no problems. So if your birds are in the Twisted Sister, you have replacements. That's where they fly into. Richard's taking care of the Twisted Sister. Richard's taking care of those birds. I'm taking care of these. We basically both are taking care of around 170 birds, 160 to 170 birds each, give or take, whatever. Divide 280 in half. I don't know. It's 140 each. So we're both doing the same work. And that's that. Frank took Richard's old birds today training to Shelburne, which is
42 miles.
42 miles opposite direction.
Air miles, 60-something kilometers.
67 kilometers.
Yeah.
Little bit slow today for the tailwind, but they all come good.
I like that. I like to see my birds work. I don't mind that. I love it. I'm not right now in the training. When I train, I'm not into competition mode. Not at all. I want to see the boys have some fun, take a little bit of time. A little bit of time is better in the end. So I'm not going to say, oh, I took them 40 miles. They should be home in 50 minutes. They took an hour and a half. I really like that.
Well,
I really like that.
And I think the other thing is you're not taking these birds on a straight line. You're not going to do it like the young birds.
No, I have due to situations with fuel and my time with these birds, my older pigeons, the old cockbirds, I have bounced them around, and I'm just playing around with that, and you're gonna learn. Last week we took them to Niagara Falls, and hard winds. When they arrived at home, it was 103 degrees on my phone. They hit the roof like stones, like rocks, right in. Oh, put them through, Okay.
Just before we show Jeffrey, Jeffrey.
I'm going to discuss Jeff.
We're not going to talk about Jeffrey.
As you see, Jeffrey is so spoon-tail. His feathers are so silk. His vents are so tight.
We got a question.
Very nice. Okay, go ahead. Give me the question.
Okay. Oh, sorry. Louis wants to know, can you please discuss lice control? What do you use and how often? And I'll be right back.
What is it? What? What kind?
Lice control. What do you do for
lice control?
Yeah.
Number one, if your pigeons are, I would say, fed in a proper managerism with the right vitamins, grits, salts, sulfurs, vitamins,
baths,
you shouldn't have any lice, any problems. You shouldn't. Now, if you do, I'm saying, I told you, the Listerine, I put a cap in a gallon of water, put it in the water, in the bath water, let them have a bath, should get rid of it. But if they're, I'm just saying, if they're in proper health with the right feed, minerals, you shouldn't have any problems.
and I think if you're bathing them once a week or twice a week, you let them have a bath, put some salt in the bath, put the Listerine in the bath, stuff like that. I don't think you're going to have a problem.
You see, what's his name here?
Jeffrey.
Jeffrey has absolutely not one lice, not one red mite. I'm looking in the light. Perfect. And if you handle him, he's lacking a bit of muscle right now, actually quite a bit, but he's very buoyant. If you close your eyes, you would never think he's a cockbird. The feather in here, Ryan, you're going to pee your pants when you handle this bird and feel the feather. This thing, and he's about 3/4 through his tail. Now, he may just be a playboy, okay? That means he ain't going to be maybe a muscle man, but he has got, look at how he sticks his head out and looks around. He's very, very alert. He's smart as can be. A very smart bird. He is.
Nice pigeon.
Feel the feather?
I give him. He's a super 10 pigeon. This pigeon, if you think this pigeon is going to be Hercules, he's not that type of pigeon.
Now, if you can explain, his mother was a very accomplishing bird. What was your name? Terry? Yeah, Terry was the mother.
Do you know why we called her Terry?
Well, was that because
she broke her leg, and she finished the whole series. A bird from Fernando, the Wizard of Fernando D.
She also didn't. Yeah. Did she not break her leg or her wing? Yeah. That bird?
No, she broke her leg. She finished the series. She flew the whole series. Basically half in the bag there. But
yeah.
But this bird feels the exact same way as Terry. A very buoyant pigeon.
No, it didn't die here.
No.
Henry took it back. And then Henry.
Well, obviously, if this is from that hen, Henry had to take it back and breed out of it. Is that not what I just said? It finished the series. Are you listening?
You're talking like French, man.
Well, listen.
Okay, so that bird, Henry, raised a round of young ones, and then she got out and she came back.
Right.
And
we don't know.
Amazing.
Let's see if
look
this
at
bird,
the tightness on the wing on that bird.
Let's see if this bird can do what its mother did. I don't know if it can.
The only thing is, I look at it, it's a cockbird, and he seems to think he can do any kind of thing he wants. That's a problem.
Oh, hey, he's got to get through that.
Speaking of Henry, he wants to know, with the Benzing will the Benzing G2 handle 2 pads?
Oh,
I think the Benzing G2 holds up to 12 pads.
What flight's
so yes, on? Henry, you can add more pads. We also have a question here. Do you use medicines or do you use vinegar, lemon, turmeric, and natural materials such as honey?
You know what? I think when it's time to use medication, you got to use medication. I think when it's time to get off medication, if you want to give them turmeric and you want to give them honey and you want to give them vinegar and you want to give them onions and you want to. So I don't think you're going to hurt the damn pigeon.
I think the person is kind of asking, do you give medication through the year?
No.
No, we don't.
No.
Well,
when it's time to give medication, you give it. Right now, these birds have had enough little bits of medication. We have to give them the special water. And now they're off it, and they're on back to the good stuff, and they're doing great. Go ahead, Leah.
What flight's he on?
He's got 2 to go. It's right there.
You mean he's way up there?
He's right there.
Oh, wow.
He's got 2 to go. That's why his body's done.
So he'll get...
Go ahead, Leah.
Peter says Twisted Sister Loft has an antenna setup. Yes, it does. All the lofts are hooked up to our Benzing one loft clocking system. All birds are being clocked. If you take a look at our inventory, you'll see even the Twisted Sister every day gets clocked. They get clocked just like the rest of them. So they will be part of the race series. So not to worry. Michael Peebler wants to know, what kind of eye sign does he have?
Let's see. He got a pretty nice eye. I think it's a fairly rich eye. I think it's more of a. Again, I'd have to photograph it, but it's a rich eye. He's a very charactered pigeon.
He's starting a 3rd bar there, see?
He's got the 3rd bar. You know.
Yeah. And he almost looks like he loves to be handled here. He's like, he's like, this is no problem, man.
Yeah, probably.
This guy,
if we let him in the kitchen, he'd just walk on the table and start eating nachos.
He would.
Well, look at every time we notice him.
Yeah.
Like today, we look over. We're sitting having a drink. What's he doing? He's fighting. He's fighting on the bucket. Now there's 280 pigeons.
Yeah.
And there he is. So it's going to be interesting to see if this pigeon has it.
I think he's going to have to fall in love first before he can really do it.
Okay.
He's going to be.
I love you. Go ahead, Leah.
But
Tracy's getting excited. It's almost go time. It sure is. We have a comment here. Before the race, it is necessary to give medicines in order to have strong performance in the race. If you do not give the right medicines, you will never miss it. The pigeons must be given protection, and the pigeons must be cleaned of salmonella, coccidiosis, and E. coli.
Wow. I don't know. You know what? Treating for canker, treating for respiratory. You know what? You can treat for all of it.
And that's where I always say, put vinegar in your water every single day, and that will eliminate 90% of any problems. Medication. Okay, take myself. I think tomorrow I'm going to take medication for colds. Well, I don't have a cold. So why would I take medication? Or something else? Why would I take it? Why would I take high blood pressure pills when I don't have high blood pressure? It doesn't make sense. Come on, Pete, please. I'm going to give him this. I'm going to give him this. I'm going to give him this. You're going to pollute your birds, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, I think if you want to, before racing or whatever, if you want to give them a canker or a respiratory, if you think they got that, okay. But I don't think you need to roll over week in and week out the drugs. Again, a product like Yellow Drops for canker and respiratory is a great product. It's a natural product. Go ahead and use it. I talked to Derek Walsh again. He says, Ryan, we can buy the bottle, this bottle right here. It has 10% super vitamins in it, eh? But if I just take the time and go buy a high-end juicer and I juice beetroot, potatoes, carrots, celery, this, and I make a sludge for the birds to eat and drink, I don't need to buy that bottle. But guess what? It's going to take me to do it. It's going to take me an expensive juicer to do it. It's going to take me a lot of time to put it together. But you know what, he says? That's why I'm the best in Ireland. That's why no one stands on my ground.
Because you get more 100%.
You're getting 100%. You're not getting it out of this. You're getting it from Mother Nature.
Right.
Oh, you showed today with the stock birds. I mean, we didn't show that video, but you brought over the plants that they like to eat. You said, here, smell this. I said, oh, you can try it. Go ahead. The birds love it.
I can probably get you a plant right now. Go and get it.
If you want, go ahead, take it. Go grab one.
Okay. I'll go.
Take your muffs off first, Ricky.
Peter wants to know, when will we get to see the Twisted Sister birds trapping and being fed?
So hold on. There's your microphone, okay?
Right.
When you bounce it, drop it, and run your hand all over it, we can't hear. So, remember when your mother told you to go to the store and don't be a bull in a china store?
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
The Twisted Sister birds. Tomorrow or Wednesday we'll do all Twisted Sister. We're gonna get a camera.
You feel a buoyancy in him? And the feather. Oh.
All right. Even for mating, medicines must be given so that there can be mating and the extraction of healthy offspring. We are not against medication. We think medication should be used when needed. We're just not into over medicating. We don't just give medication for no reason. So we do
Leah,
agree with you, but we're not into over medicating the pigeons.
I don't know. I agree. You guys, you can give them as much as you want. The more you pump in, the more drug you pump in, you take off a bit of the edge. You take it off. You take it off. I'm sorry to say, but you do. I don't have a headache. Today I should take a Tylenol? Cough syrup maybe? I don't know. I feel fine. Can I breathe? I can breathe right now. I'm fine. Yeah. A little bit overweight. I don't know. I agree. Whatever you want. I'm not telling you what to do, but you don't win races out of bottles. You'll never do it. I mean, unless you're given steroids, well then, hey, that's a different beast, isn't it?
Well, that's not medication. That's performance enhancing drugs, right?
Right.
So, what is Loft Manager Richard going to get now?
Told him to go get some leaves. Leaves.
Leaves?
Yeah, leaves. Oh yeah. I'm gonna eat some leaves right on camera. He's probably urinated on them. Who knows?
Oh boy. All right. On that note, I can put on the auction if you want to talk about some of the birds until he gets back.
Put them on. Let's look at lot number 1.
If you want to look at them, lot number 1.
Yeah, let me take a good look at it. I want to see what I think. Ooh.
Lot number 1 from Gallo Loft, Gallo Gold.
What a pigeon this is. Again, Gallo, one of the very best flyers in Spring Hill. He has world-class pigeons, one loft race phenom. This man here, he stands behind his pigeons. I'm thinking I'm looking from here. It looks like it says Gallo Loft's got the current bid. Guys, when you're bidding on your own bird, you know you've got quality there. He believes in it. The bars probably by now are in on this bird. Nice, strong pigeon, loft flying, rambling, ranging. Guys, Gallo puts the birds and the money year in and year out. He does it wherever he goes. He finds a way to get into the money. And I think this year it's going to be the same way. I hope. I no guarantee, but man, he's got some nice birds.
We have Speed Demon from Carlos Textera.
A fun fact on this one, Leah doesn't. Carlos is a nice guy in our area. Very quiet guy. He wouldn't brag. You'd never know it. But Leah looked at this pigeon. She said, "Well, who is Carlos? Why'd you ask Carlos? He's got great birds." Leah looked at the pedigree on this pigeon. Not only from the import, on the imported side, the bird from Jacob Porvaly with Giorgio, a super pigeon. But on the opposite side of the pedigree, you've got a big one loft winner in our area as well. This pigeon is loaded with one loft race winners. It's a super nice pigeon, a little bit bigger of a cockbird, but man, take a look at the eye from here. Who's your photographer, Leah?
Exactly. Speed Demon from Carlos Textera. You want to look at another one, or does Ricky's got his leaves?
Oh no, grab me another one. Oh man, I can't talk about Fuzzy Spick. Not Fuzzy Spick. No. Oh, not this pigeon. Hey guys, take a look at the pedigree. It says everything you want to know in this one. It's got the war paint. What do I mean by war paint? It's a mealy pied, yeah. The whole family of this winning phenom family is mealy pieds. They get into the money, over $50,000, and not only one loft race winners, club, combine, federation wins. The old Dean Pallet staff fan rates, and Dean Pallet have the best collection of staff fan rates. Yes, far better than Tony Martin. Yes, far better than all the rest. He went and bought out staff fan rate in the prime. He was the guy who had the Voss Whitacop. He had all the key pigeons. And this pigeon right here, I think is money in the bank. It's a hen directly from the seagull. The seagull gets no medication. How many guys have a pigeon that's 12 years old that's pumping out the 6th round, no medication?
Perfect youngsters.
Back to you, Leah.
Perfect youngsters.
We will be doing an auction show, I think, on Thursday night, where Ryan and I will go through all the auction birds with you. So not to fear, we will go through the whole list on Thursday. Left Edge Richard has some leaves there. I'll be right back. Let's talk about the leaves.
Now, okay, I smell the leaves, and it's funny, but it is true. You pick these for the stockbirds. The stockbirds out in the big aviary, they can't get to the leaves.
Yeah.
The birds love them.
Yeah, they go wild. I pick them. Now, as you can see, around these leaves, the bugs have been eating them. You see that?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't even know what it is.
Okay, now.
Is it wild rhubarb? I don't know what it is.
Take a bite and taste it. I mean, I always say, if the pigeons eat it, try it. I'm not going to swallow it.
They eat this like...
It smells nice.
It smells like... I don't know what it smells like.
Very refreshing. Very bitter, though. It's bitter. Maybe not my favorite.
Once you start really chewing it, it's very bitter.
Not almost
strong. Like,
I mean, I
it's
don't know.
not too bad. It smells almost like...
Let's try it again. I'm going to eat the whole piece.
I don't know. It's not too bad. You could put that on salad. Wait, if you put this, if you made a salad with radishes, made all that, put it in there, this is going to taste, going to add to your salad.
This has got spice and heat at the end. Can you
It
feel
does.
the spice and the heat?
I can spill. You can feel the heat.
Believe it.
You feel the heat in your tongue. Scotty.
Believe it or
Got
not.
a dog here making an upset. It has a spice. You feel it on your tongue.
Yeah.
There's some kind of spice in there.
If you did add this to a salad or a dish,
it's got that spice.
It's got the spice. And think about this. This is green. You think there's no spice in this. You think it would...
I can feel my tongue right now. It's almost like you need a piece of bread or something to cool your tongue down.
And the funny thing was, I bit the first part and I went, it's a bit bitter, and I spit it out. But I went a little further through it.
You chewed it down, and now the spice is hitting you.
There's no more bitter. I would eat this.
I don't know what kind of plant it is. It looks like a wild blue rhubarb, or something. I don't know.
Good job, Richard.
But
well,
my birds,
pigeons like it. Tracy wants to know, are there any plants or vegetables that are dangerous to the pigeons?
well, pigeons wouldn't eat it.
Yeah, I don't
They know.
Yeah.
That there, when I pull those leaves off, and sometimes I get them, they're like this large. And I put them in, I throw them in, and I respect that plant. When I see it, I see how it is. It almost looks like burdock, but it's not. And it's softer, and I throw it in. Oh, man, they love it. And believe it or not, right now, I don't know if you feel it, my tongue's still hot.
So I want to talk about what Tracy's saying. This here is something that Mother Nature made. And what's so remarkable about this is the pigeons eat it. I can see kind of why they eat it. It's still lingering in my mouth, the heat. Great. I'll be honest. I tried a respiratory powder.
Well, you can see on here,
I'm talking.
I don't know if you see it,
I'm talking.
but even the bugs are eating this.
Okay. I tried a respiratory powder. You can ask Richard. I got it. I looked at the scoop, and I gave the birds 1 scoop of the product. And man, I mixed it in the water, and I took a sip. And no, I'm lying to you. I didn't take a sip. Normally, I'll take a sip. I mixed it up, mixed good. The water went green. So it went like an orangey or a lime greeny color. I gave it to the birds, and I watched the birds go to drink. And exactly what Formula One said. The birds just went, I don't want to drink this. I don't want to drink this. Nah. So the next time up, I forced them to drink it. And I seen birds that had eaten the food. They threw up some of the food. There's no throw up in the loft. And I went, oops, maybe I screwed this up. I didn't focus. I thought the scoop was for what it was. And then I looked, I went, oh boy. So I measured it back to the way I originally did, and I took a sip. Couldn't drink it. The pigeons didn't want to drink it.
Mm.
And I had to make the adjustments, the corrections. Well, I make mistakes. I'm a regular person, eh?
Mm.
And you could still taste it a little bit bitter, but the birds would drink it. I think pigeons, I don't think they're going to go after stuff that's not right for them. You know, you take a look at the chickens. You take a look at take a look. You put bleach down, they won't drink it.
Well, I try. I'm looking for stuff, wild material, and I feed it to my birds, and I see how they act for it. And this, what is it? That could be wild. What's that? What is it
Mustard?
called? No,
Glenn
what's that
Thornley
one?
says it's hogweed
Kyle?
leaf.
Kyle?
I'm sorry to interrupt. I'm just trying to get to the comments. Glenn Thornley says hogwood leaf. Brian Mater says looks like burdock leaf. Michael Kugler, they don't know what they're eating. They do not know what they're eating, and they might be sick tomorrow. Go on.
What Brian said, it does look like burdock,
You did it
but
again.
it's very, very, very. Burdock is more heavy a leaf. It's not burdock. And the other fellow said it could be what he said. I don't know.
Well, we didn't even let Leah finish because you just chopped down and mowed through her.
We're not sure what it is. We will find out what it is. Hopefully Ryan and Richard don't get sick from it. But the pigeons like it, and that's all that matters. Right.
I'm good.
On that note.
Excuse me.
Anything else, Ryan, this evening?
No, we're getting ready to start training, and that's it. Guys, going to be a long road to go. Get your pick birds. Anybody can play. I don't care what country you're from. You can play in this game. Go ahead, Ricky. Go ahead.
Okay, so we don't know what that is. The birds love it. I tried it. They love it. Okay, so Henry's bird, the feather, you found it. Beautiful.
Can I ask you a question?
Right.
Do you want to go back over the whole show and recap it?
Where'd it come out? What loft?
Your loft, Ricky.
Right.
Your loft. Oh, wait.
Mike Vanderyak. Yeah, he's got the big 411 on, not 411. Yeah, 411 on hogweed. Giant hogweed is an invasive and poisonous exotic plant. It is a health and environmental risk in humans to contact with giant hogweed sap together with exposure to light. Causes skin lesions similar to burns. So if your tongue starts burning, you know why. Thanks, Mike.
Wait.
On that note,
I'm gonna do one of these.
I'm not gonna say this, but
what are the birds eating, man?
My mouth is hot.
Yeah, my tongue's burning.
Oh no!
So what are the birds?
There's only one way out of this. We're gonna have to eat Heather's baked beans. Leah, what do we do now? Oh shit, we're eating hogweed.
Hogweed. It could be. I don't know.
I am feeling.
Way to go,
I just pulled it off. Give it to the birds. The birds, man, they love it. I just go, okay.
Feeling a bit dizzy.
Feel a bit dizzy.
So,
okay.
guys, if you don't see Ryan or Richard on tomorrow, or you don't hear from them, you know why. Good times.
I died. The show
Okay,
killed me. The show, you and your stupid leaves.
But the birds eat it.
As long as the birds eat it. Okay, good show tonight. Thanks, guys, for your comments and your questions. Anything else you wanted to say? Sorry. You guys carry on. Let me know when you're done. I just have to go on mute for a minute because I'm just not feeling great. I'll be right back.
Okay, so we had Heather beans.
Heather Green's beans.
And now we're going to have dessert made by myself.
Okay, take your muffs off.
Going to take them off. Dessert. Ryan and I are both going to have dessert tonight.
I've had the leaves.
They're wild berries.
I'm feeling dizzy from these leaves.
I don't know. They are spicy. My tongue does feel burning. And I think what Buddy said there, Mike said, whatever.
I think we're going to be all right. We only had a mouthful. Guys, we want to, before we wrap this up, I want to thank everybody for liking, sharing, and subscribing. You guys help make the show possible. Your questions, your comments, and your complaints or whatever. If we don't fully agree with what you're saying, we agree to disagree. It's okay. I don't think you're a bad guy. If anybody, some days we're going to agree and some days we're not. This is just a friendly, open forum where we have fun with it. We enjoy the pigeons and we learn things. You know, you never know what you can learn. So, guys, it's great to throw out the questions, the comments, and get the opinion sort of from the round table. Can you just bring the thing? I don't need you to move the. Now you're moving everything. Just bring the stuff, and I don't need that. Just bring it here. Let's just finish this. I got one crapping, and I got one making berries and beans. I don't need a spoon. I just want one raspberry. Just give me one stupid raspberry.
Brian says that his birds like wild lamb's quarters. They love lamb's quarters. He picks some and gives them to his birds. That must be a plant. I've never heard of lamb's quarters. Have you, Ryan?
I don't know. I feel like I'm in Jacques Pepin's kitchen. I'm not hungry at all. I just want to have beans when I'm done because I haven't had really a full dinner. I've got Ricky making up some wild berry concoction. And we might as well add some leaf root to it. He's sprinkling the glasses around, making more noise, and I can't wait for him to put his earmuffs on so he smuffles everything.
We're having fun. We're having fun. If anybody wants to learn about hogweed on Facebook, Mike Mandriak has just put a link so you can learn all about it. If that is in fact hogweed, hopefully you guys don't get sick. All right, here he comes. Here comes Shuffler. Here he comes.
He still couldn't figure it out. We got to shuffle the feet.
It's okay.
We don't put the muffs on.
It's almost over. Let's see the raspberries.
Before we end the show,
Those are down.
I'm going to show you the tool I need for my drop shoot tool. Okay. So this here is approximately off the floor about 2.5 feet. This is my drop shoot in.
But if we don't,
this is my drop shoot.
If we don't have a photo for it, nobody knows. It looks like a stick with a bunch of stupid screws in it. So if you want to show this, let me show a photo of it so you can explain it to people. I mean, come on. Okay, next week you can show this. That's the stupid part of the night. You get the dumb point of the night. Get me the berries. No, nobody wants it.
Okay,
my mouth's burning. Give me the stupid raspberries, blueberries,
and not stupid. These are wild berries.
Can I have one, please?
They're wild berries that we have bushes here. I picked a lot. My wife froze a lot for the winter. I've got so many of them. You know what?
And guys, on that note, before we have a whole bunch of screaming,
tell me, are they not good?
They are fantastic. They're beautiful. You can have these things for hours. They're great on yogurt, great on ice cream, but not as good as Heather Green's baked beans. These chihuahuas are going to drive me nuts. And every night at dinner, this is what I got to listen to. So if you guys wonder why I'm a little bit the way I am, inch by inch, brick by brick, mile by mile, you hear me
These
say
are wild berries.
Pioneer Master Breeder Auction. We're going to be back on Thursday night. Ricky won't be on for that show. Good job, Ricky. Leah, you did great. Remember, get the double, triple, quadruple ply, fold them over a few times for that triple awesome white. That's what Leah's been doing all day. Heather, thanks for the recipe.
These are pure, no chemical, wild berries.
Get bidding. We see you guys next Monday. Hey, next Monday we'll have the first train toss under our belts, and probably we'll all be in the toilet shitting. So have a great night. Leah, you've done great. Ricky, this was a train wreck for you, but you'll be on next week because you know what? You can't find nobody better.
Because you have a contract with me, remember.
Thanks for flying with us, guys. We'll see you next week. Bye for now.
Thanks, guys. Have a good night.